What's going on, everybody? How you doing? And welcome to another Gaming Fire with LordPeteyTV. I'm Lord Petey. Now there is a bunch of very interesting topics I kind of want to go through, but it is way too much to talk about. So I'm probably going to try to do multiple videos this week for everybody to see them all. So um, just so you know, we're probably going to have multiple things. So make sure you hit that follow button right now. Hit that sub button right now to make sure you check out every single time we ever see things going on when we're going live. So, first we're going to talk about one really interesting topic, which is going to be once again, oh my god, my contact lens just bugged out of me. Which is going to be Destiny 2. Now, most people think of it as an MMO. I like to think of it as another looter shooter MMO type of game. And this specific game, they ended up just putting out their new what's it called? Their new expansion called the Final Shape. Now I never played the other ones except for like the first expansion when it just came out, and I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was interesting, and I was like, let me take a look at this. And it really kind of like pulls you in and sucks you in. And it's really cool to see how they're continuing their story, because Destiny has always been a very story driven game, and I really enjoy watching it because it's going to continue to feel this evolving world and this evolving thing that's happening, and overall it feels fantastic to play it. The only downfall I will say personally for me, as an individual who hasn't played in a really long time, I kind of walked into Destiny and I was just like bombarded with quests, bombarded with a million different things. It was very confusing for me, but eventually I kind of took a little bit of time and I got through to that point where I was okay. So that was one thing that I was able to do. But overall, I will say that it was very hard for me as an individual coming back to a game and it just having all these different things that are going on with it. So it took me a little bit of time to kind of get used to it, kind of get through and kind of push through it. So thankfully, I started doing the quests and the standard new stuff that was coming out. And it's more fun than I really, I really could imagine. So I think it's really important to applaud the Destiny team for continuing to do that. We know that they had a lot of budget cuts. They know how to, they have a lot of hardships that are going on right now. But that team at Bungie, I will say, keep pushing through, keep listening to the consumers, and you guys will, come out to the other side without a problem. A bunch of my friends have said they're going to take me through a couple dungeons, a couple things, show me the ways of how things go on. So I'm very intrigued to see how that kind of goes through and ends up being. So I'm very excited to see that. So the next thing I kind of want to talk about is Star Wars Outlaws, or Star Wars Outlaw. I just want to make sure it's our Outlaws. So Star Wars Outlaws, they kind of just, it was crazy because nobody's really talked about it. No one knew what was going on with it. No one knew what was happening with it. Then out of nowhere, from left field, what ends up happening is that they end up dropping a trailer, and they're going, oh, by the way, it's coming out August 30th. What? I was like, are you kidding me? This is crazy. And I was like, all right. I'm like, I gotta know. I'm pulling it up so I can give you the exact pricing. So I was like, okay, sounds good. Let me take a look at this. I was like, all right, I'm huge into Star Wars. I'm gonna probably play it. I'm definitely gonna pick it up. And it's a no-brainer for anyone that is going to play it or wants to play it, because it's Star Wars. They're gonna do a good job with it. The feels and everything they give you is that it's I'm pretty sure it's in between 5 and 6. That's the time frame right now. Because you see people like Frozen, Carbonite, Jabba the Hutt still alive, and things like that, which makes me believe that, it's gonna be problematic. It's gonna be during that time frame. So this so I can't even believe this. So there's different versions of the game. The plain regular edition is $70, right? That's going to allow you to have, the regular base game, nothing else. The gold edition of the game is going to be $110, which is the base game, season pass, and 3-day early access. And then you have the ultimate edition, which is $130, which is base game, season pass, 3-day early access, rogue infiltrator bundle, a sabak shark bundle, and digital artwork. I don't even know what those are. So it'll be very interesting to see. I think that there's a lot of really, really cool and interesting things with this game, and it has a lot of potential. The pure fact that you are going to have the option of, going through the world, this open world environment, it's going to really, really feel vast. And the fact that they have a season pass really makes me wonder what they're going to end up doing to allow that season pass to be worth it. So they really going to have to be adding a lot of stuff to it. Make sure you pick it up at Epic Game Stores. Use LordPeteyTV as as your as a code to help support the channel. I think that it's going to be good. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be very interesting to see. So I kind of can't wait to see it. So we'll see how that ends up being. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? I just want to amend one comment that I said during this video here. Apparently Star Wars Outlaws is actually being released in August, not April. Apparently I can't read properly, but still, it being in August is still super close. So I'm actually excited, even more so now that they have time to be able to complete it and make it grow properly. And they'll probably have some beta tests and so on and so forth, and maybe people will get to see it a little earlier. So we can only see. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure I amended that and make sure that you all knew it. So thank you so much. And the last thing I kind of want to talk about is something pretty big. It's once again about Blizzard and Activision, the Activision merger, and all that other stuff. So the first thing I want to say is that the War Within for World of Warcraft it's going to have a specialty 20th anniversary collector's edition. If you want to end up dropping a couple of bucks, please make sure you end up doing that. By all means, that's going to happen. But the thing is I want to talk about is the fact that Microsoft is kind of going back to China and going, hey, we're going to get you guys this back. We're going to get, World of Warcraft and other Blizzard types games back to China. And they are in the process of making a new agreement with NetEase. This is a huge, big deal, specifically to show the power and the ability behind Phil Spencer and the rest of the legal team at Microsoft working with, with Activision Blizzard, with Microsoft and all that stuff. I don't know what they're going to call Activision Blizzard. I'm hoping that they just remove the Activision name and they just call it like Microsoft Blizzard or just Blizzard or whatever, because I think that version of the name really is tainted. But I will say that I think that it's going to have a lot of really, really, really cool things that are going to happen with it. And I'm very, very intrigued to see how this merger is going to help put those, BattleNet games back over in China. It's a huge population of gamers. We all know that that's a thing. I mean, Phil with the merger itself already said once the dotted line is, signed, once we're good, they could even probably throw it in Game Pass if they wanted. So I think that there's going to be a lot of stuff that is really, really interesting and really, really cool. And I think that is going to be a huge benefit And I think it's going to be great to see. And I really think that it's going to be really cool to see those steps that, Blizzard and everybody are going to be taking. But as always, once again, my name is LordPeteyTV. I am on Twitch.tv every single Monday through Friday. We end up playing World of Warcraft and a bunch of other games. But I want to make sure you and everybody else knows, the ways to support the channel: buying the merch, subbing to our channel on Twitch, donating bits, hanging out and having fun on Twitch while we're live, making sure you're subscribed here on YouTube on both of our pages, as we go live with new content almost every single day. So please come and check us out. Thank you so much. Dream big, keep gaming, have a fantastic rest of your week. I'm hoping to bring out another news because I want to talk about Once Human. I want to talk about Helldivers. I want to talk about a bunch of other things. I want to talk about the Palworld patch. Like, there's so much content that came out this week, and we will definitely be bringing them out soon. So, love y'all. Thank you. Bye, everybody.